everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Dolphins going up against the Broncos. We're in for a snowy one at the foot of the Rockies as we head out to Denver to check in with our announcing crew of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry, as we welcome you to the foothills of the Rockies and the snowy foothills of the Rockies here in Denver, Colorado. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Parker, left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
All right, here we go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. So they're going to go for it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It would have been a long field goal attempt, so when you only need a few inches, this, to me, is the right decision. And they wind up picking up the conversion on 4th down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So the D-line's going to spread out. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw again. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. From the left hash, this from 34.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
In the slot on the right is Graham. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Surveying the field. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations. And that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Denzel Perryman in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go!
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They come out with 1 back, and now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 4th down, it's Howard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Griffin.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now back to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And out come the Dolphins now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Drops it off to Ajayi. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that's good for a Miami 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
In the slot on the right is Graham.
Let's go. Green, 30.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they can't get the long. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Completes it to Lee. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Shift together here from the D-line. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll look to throw again. Caught right side, Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to fire. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To the right side to Eric Ebron. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
He looked full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And they'll run it here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Looking to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Eric Ebron, 30 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Charles Tapper. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
In motion is Grant. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Devontae Parker unable to hang on. And 4th down coming up. Here's Matt Darr now. Standing just about on his own goal line.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Ebron's got it. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Running with Howard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. There you go now.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ebron. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Eric Ebron with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In the slot on the right is Graham.
All right, here we go.
In motion is Grant.
No, check. Patriot.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing and then throw in the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Detroit!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll send Parker in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Lee, 66 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. So fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go!
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Howard. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Back to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose you. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. In the slot on the right is Graham.
Here we go. Detroit.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up.